Welcome back to another video, okay? In today's video, first thing I want to go over is you've seen this build in one of my previous videos. This is I don't know what to call it. It kind of looks like it'd be named like a ninja something, but it also looks like a Renetti at the same time, and I'm not really sure what to call it. So if you have anything to name it, please put it in the comments below. But besides that, I'm doing a spring upgrade. Now this thing does shoot. It is fully functional, functional trigger, functional slide, functional all that. But it's extremely weak. This thing would be a front loader. You'd drop in a dart here, and there's a pusher. This slide is connected to somewhat of a pusher rod, so it kind of acts as a pusher when you pull it back and you release it forward, and it kind of pushes the dart up. There is a spring inside of this, which is probably getting less than 5 FPS. I'll disassemble it like that. Take this whole piece out right here. Put that over to the side, and you have, wait, hold up. Well, there's the internals there. Shoot, hold up. Put this piece back in here. This goes right here. How is this so? This is so aggravating. Come on. Okay, good. This is that piece. Okay, now we have our internals here. Here's what makes it shoot. Here is what I like to call the motor, or the intestines, or the internals of the system. This is my rod, slide, and spring. No O-rings, no plunger tube, no nothing like that. Just to push with the spring. So it's literally just a spring and some bricks that do work as a pusher, or I'd like to call it internal. You pull it back, you let it go, and it shoots the dart pretty well too. And it also kind of works as just a little fidget, I suppose, if you want to call it that. But TikTok kind of ruined fidgets for me. But besides that, you can actually shorten down the pusher by just taking this piece off here. You can shorten down the pusher, and the more spring travel equals more of the power. So now you're getting more spring travel and a smaller pusher, which is pretty good all around. So you can control this thing's power by just pushing this piece down, but it's not even shooting. So you can still just control power by high power, low power. But that's not what we're focused on today. Today we're doing an entire spring upgrade on this thing. Now, this spring is what I like to call the stock spring, I guess. I found it somewhere, but it's a super light spring, barely even a spring. Well, it is, but super light. This is the lightest spring I own currently. And I use this one just because it would not break the Lego apart. But now I've came to the point where I'm just gonna start super gluing everything, making this thing insane. So this spring will fit exactly on here, just like that, and you can still compress it, and it has tension, super slowly, but it has it nonetheless. But let's put it on how we put on our stock spring. So you want to put the gate, I like to call that, and then you want to put on the spring, which is what this is called. It's called a spring. And then you want to put on somewhat of your O-ring, basically. This is basically an O-ring. And then you want to put on your pusher extension rod piece. Holy crap. Okay, we're just going to do it Nexus Pro style. So with this spring, there's going to be some slop. But once you actually get down to the spring, it is extremely hard to compress. Now, this should at least give us, I'm hoping for 10, 15 FPS max. At least, I'm going to go for about 5 FPS. Because it's extremely hard to compress. And when it releases, I mean, that looks like 30 FPS. But you're going to have to be pushing a dart with that, and you have to be pulling the slide, so it's going to weight it down and all that bad stuff. So, if we wanted to go ahead and install it right now, we simply could just return it back into the pistol with just 2 clamps, and it's in there. And then we put on this, but let's do this after. It's currently installed, I guess. And you can see where that spring is. Hold up, let it focus on it. You can see where that spring is. And you can see it compressing. But the thing is, the more you compress, the more this pushes up. So if this keeps on pushing 1 minute or another, this is just gonna push off and just go flinging out of the barrel of our Lego pistol here. So I'm thinking about taking some super glue and just super gluing the mess out of it. But I don't know how practical this is gonna be, so I'm not sure if I actually want to super glue it or not. Because I know there's definitely better spring options than this. This is probably a one-time thing. But nonetheless, this is still a very, very good, reliable spring if you have super glue. This can just go in there perfectly, give you 5 FPS off the bat. And I suppose, yeah, this is definitely still compatible. You can double spring, but at this point, double springing on Lego is kind of useless. You can have in that spring while also having in this spring, and you have to put on this stupid O-ring cap thing for this to work, and thus you have double spring. Now, that's doing literally nothing for us, double springing this thing. So we're going to simply just remove that, just like that, drop that, put our supposed O-ring, and then plunger rod, and then boom. That is so cool. But if we installed it, I'm telling you this thing is going to literally just absolutely snap. But if we can get one shot off and just know it works, I'm good. Because it obviously, hold up, let me put on this last lock real quick. It obviously the slide can still function. But I don't know how well that's gonna function. I know I can feel the spring. This is the amount of slop, okay? And then the spring tension starts to pull in a little bit. So I'm gonna take it. We're gonna see if the front kind of plunger rod is gonna completely snap off, or is it actually gonna do something? So you know your boy. Take out the little Glock. Okay, I like to personally prime mine like this. Pinky across here, and that pinky is gripping on this, and you should get a pretty solid grip. Watch this thing just fly off of it. Wait, what? That's getting like 2 FPS. That's getting worse. So it's like it decreased FPS. Hold up. It's like it just completely decreased. Okay. Let's take an Adventure Force waffle, shove it down the front like a flintlock. Got the flintlock out there working. You can see I'm pushing it with the dart. So you know it's definitely functioning. I'm grip onto it like this. Flip it up, pull it back. Hey yo, if I glue this thing, it might actually work. There's no telling how well. But I'm definitely seeing it working here. It's definitely working nonetheless. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Get a good grip. Bruh. It's just making it out of the top of the barrel. You can feel that spring right there. That's max. That's max pull tension. There's no travel on this. There is literally zero travel, man. See, boom, boom, boom. Slide came off. Plunger rod came off. That's what I was concerned about. And now when you open it up, there's just the gate. This is still super, super cool. And this spring does feel super nice up in here. This is good internal if I had some super glue and it actually shot. So I'm gonna take off this front compensator and we're gonna make this thing shoot with this spring one way or another. It's gonna shoot. By the end of this video, this thing gonna be shooting. And you can see inside there, I have some, well, you can't see inside there, but inside there, this will stick to something in there. I forgot what I put in there, but yeah, works. Sits in there, slide, fine. So we're gonna slide this right back in. You go see if this thing works. Okay, slide in our internals here. The gate, the plunger rod, all that good stuff. Close that down. Ah, we got it. Here is our Calibri. I'm just kidding. Oh, okay. We're gonna slide that down there. I mean, we can do short darts. You know what? Let's do short darts. Let's do short darts. I have a pro dart here. This should definitely go flying, guys. Trust me. Okay. Put in our short dart. Yeah. This is a good little Calibri right here. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. It's just, look. It's just coming out the barrel. It shot. It shot. It shot. It shot. It shot. You saw. You so saw that. You so saw that, man. Hold up. Wait. Have to make sure it's compressed. It literally just shot. Come on. It shoots. It shoots. It shoots. It shoots. It shoots. It shoots. Yep. This is it. Did it. Just had to take off the just fine compensator that allows it to slap a dart through the barrel. I mean, the compensator was kind of long though. I might just shorten down the compensator about two bricks, and then it should be fine. Cause this shoots, and it shoots at about 5 FPS. Pretty high for something homemade, built out of Lego with no instructions and no rubber bands. We ain't using no rubber bands in here. But I'm about to go see if there's a rubber band laying around here somewhere, and see if that will boost up our FPS, probably 10 FPS max. But nonetheless, it shoots short darts and it flies. Maybe if I extend the pusher rod, it might. If I extend the pusher rod a little bit more, it might just shoot with the compensator on to make it look super cool. Just saying. So I'm about to go look for a rubber band right now, because since we know it shoots, we're good. And it does have slop still. I'm gonna have to get rid of that somehow, but I'll go check. Hold up, we are back. Okay, so I have on a temporary band attached to the front muzzle, and it's a pretty hard prime now. Not gonna lie, that feels as strong as a 70, 60 FPS prime, which is kind of scaring me because it might break. That's probably a little bit too much for it. I don't know, man. Make sure this is all the way in. Okay, good. Let's try a long dart first. Long dart. Ooh, slide right in. Okay. Prime it back. Hey, it shot. It shot. Super low FPS. Super low FPS though. But it shot. Hey yo, let's try a short dart now. Let's try a short dart. Come on. Short dart didn't even come out the barrel, man. Short dart just barely coming out the barrel. I don't even know if the camera can pick this thing up. Oh, yeah, it can. Hey, it shot. Yo. But this is very, very much mucho gusto here. This is very, very mucho gusto. Okay, yeah, this is not it, honestly. Let's remove this whole band here. That band was just not it, actually. So on further notice, closing out this video, we can tell, and we can definitely tell, that this spring is just not the way to go. Nor is this spring, so I'm gonna have to sit here for a month and find a good spring that I can find that would make this thing work. Now, I have in the stock spring from the stock internals in the first time I built this. So this is the weakest spring, but it's the most reliable spring. And it won't kill it. This is probably still a 10 FPS spring if we're really focusing on power here. This is what I'm trying to get to, and we can't even get there because, well, oh my gosh, this thing is just a hassle, man. But I guess if you enjoyed today's video, always make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because your boy is always posting almost daily. At least he's gonna try to. So, yeah. TikTok and Instagram link is always in the description if you ever needed it or ever needed to know where it was. Well, not in the description, my about page. It's on the end of the channel by, I think it's by channels on the end of the homepage of my channel. Yeah. And oh my gosh, I should be posting some more this week. And I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Probably something. I don't know. Goodbye. Have a good time.